Hey guys, what is up? What's going on out there today? Hey, Brent here, WebTennis.com. Another episode of What's the Right Shot. And, you know, we talk a lot about forcing your opponent with our good court positioning, both singles and doubles, to try to thread the needle, right? If they're going to pass you, that they've got to thread the needle. And so what that creates is that sense that you got to be really, really precise. So here's another way to think about forcing them to have to be really precise. And this time it's with your shot choice, which is to get the ball down low to them, right? Get it down low and force them to not pop it up to you. You know, especially in doubles, right? You play the shot typically in front of your partner, and just force them that they're going to have to go probably cross court, wherever, but they're going to have to make sure that they don't pop it up, right? And so one of the choices is this right here is going to be a lob, which is pretty darn tricky, but you force them to have to be precise. If they pull it off, good for them, all right? Now, the next time you get an opportunity to force them to thread the needle is going to be not on this shot here, but is going to be right here. And rather than thinking, okay, I got both guys up at net, I'm going to have to thread the needle, I'm going to have to take the risk, is another way of kind of flipping the script on them. It's just like we saw before on the other side of the court, is play the ball low and slow and get it down and force your opponent to not screw it up, right? Meaning to have to thread the needle. You put it in front of your partner. Your partner hopefully is starting to loom forward a little bit to where they could take advantage of anything that does get popped up. But you got to realize that your opponent right here is thinking, look, I can't screw this up, right? I can't pop it up. And lots of times what happens is this right here. Yeah, anticlimactic, I know, right? It's not a big shot, not a big winner, but lots of points in doubles, especially, are won this way, where you don't kind of go, well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to thread the needle. I'm going to hit a winner. You know, I suppose I could have stopped it. I could have stopped it right here and just said, what do you think's the right shot? You know, and a lot of players would have said, well, I'm going up the line big for a winner. Now I'm going in the middle, right? I'm going to lob. I'm going to maybe go sharp angle cross court. As opposed to, wait a minute, why not just go ahead and play it low and slow and get it down and put it in front of your partner and start to move in yourself so that opponent goes, I really can't pop this thing up. And the next thing you know is there you have it. And like I said before, yeah, it looks a little anticlimactic, but it's so satisfying. It's so satisfying to play that low and slow shot right down in front of an opponent, right in front of your partner, and force them to not have to screw it up. Force them to have to thread the needle. Guys, hope this has been helpful. I'm going to play this point in real time for you. And here you go. There it is. There it is. All right. Guys, let me know what's on your mind today from today's episode. By the way, number 450, that's a big, fat, chubby number. In terms of episode number 450, we're working our way pretty quickly to number 500. Looking forward to that. But in the meantime, let me know down below in the comments area what's on your mind. Any comments, any questions, remarks, feedback, let me know. And if you want to keep the conversation private, we can certainly do that. Just shoot me an email, brent@webtennis.com. Guys, time for all of us to get out there, help someone else have a spectacular day. Guys, see you again next time. Really hope today's episode was helpful for you. If so, please click that like button on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell as well, so you are always alerted every time I go live and or upload new content. And yeah, if you've not picked up my course yet, 20-minute private video on the 4 parts between points routine, you got to get on this thing. It's a huge difference maker in your game. 80% of the time when we're playing a match, guess what? We're not playing points. That time is spent between points and on side changes, and when you manage that time really well, you tend to consistently play the other 20% of the match, which is, yeah, during the points. You tend to play at the very top of your skill level, point after point after point. Going over to WebTennis.com, drop in a first name, email address, and you'll get immediate access to that private, free video on my very specific 4 parts between points routine.